My report is about idioms and phraseological units in modern English. I'd like to start with the definition of an idiom. What is an idiom itself? According to the Oxford Companion to the English Language, an idiom is a phrase or expression that typically presents a figurative, non-literal meaning of some words. Simply talking words taken together as an idiom don't mean exactly the same as if they are taken separately. Take monkey business for instance, which means useless work. A situation called monkey business can have nothing to do with monkeys. It is mostly used about people. But we use the indirect meaning of this phrase, comparing something being done by a person with that of a monkey, because doing something silly is a regular monkey pastime, when it is not forced to seek for food, of course. Another good example is to cry over spilled milk. The idiom is mostly said to criticize a person which is too sad about something minor or insignificant which cannot be fixed. Saying this phrase, we figuratively compare the situation to crying over spilled milk, a minor, insignificant yet irreversible thing. There are three main groups of idioms by their origin. There is something strange to this slide. It is not shown as it must be properly shown. But, okay, there are three groups of words. Just simple comparisons, idioms that lost their original meaning, and idioms that came from culture, some cultural references. Excuse me, it would be very good if something can be done with this presentation. It is not shown as properly. Like this one, yes. Okay. Many idioms were created thanks to observant individuals who noted some similarities between things. An obvious example is to eat like a horse, which means to eat a lot of food. Because it was based on the obvious similarity between a person who eats too much and a horse who must eat too much because of its weight. This phrase, like many others, was understood by people, and they started using it in their speech. There is also a group of phrases that we used in the direct meaning, but then they lost this direct meaning and turned into idioms, such as to show the white feather. Originally, this idiom meant this idiom came from England, where a white feather was granted to some Englishmen who tried to escape military service during the wars. But then this white feather just became a symbol of cowardice, the opposite of bravery. Additionally, many idioms originate from culture. So, in the Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare, a merchant owed a pound of his own flesh to a moneylender, and the latter decided to cut it of the merchant. Since then, a pound of flesh became a symbol of some debt that is very hard to pay. There are two main ways of idioms spreading around the world. The first one is some cross-cultural contacts, like tourism or trade, some traveling, or in modern days it is also internet. When people of different languages communicate and share their knowledge about some situations, some idioms, and the second way is observing the same situations. When people independently think up new idioms to describe situations. But not all idioms, but not always the same situations leads to the same idioms, because people of different nationalities can think up different ways to describe some interesting situations. In English, a simple word never can be replaced with when pigs fly, whereas in Russian we use when a lobster whistles on the mountain.